What go down with y'all boys? Back with another one. I know it's been a little while since I posted a video, and as promised, this is my 5 things that I love about my CLS550. Yeah, man, let's just jump right into it. So number 1, my favorite thing about the vehicle, of course, is the twin turbo V8 engine underneath the hood that's producing around 404 horsepower, which I think is probably a little underrated from the factory. And of course, it's delivered through the Mercedes-Benz transmission, so it's not too many things better than what I'm riding in right now as far as getting out of gears, especially when dropping in sport. And my second favorite thing about the vehicle is easily the performance. The handling of the vehicle. Even though it is a 4-door car, I am able to get in and out of spaces. I am either hit them gaps. I'm able to play around in traffic relatively easy. I do not recommend playing in traffic. It's against the law, but hypothetically, you're able to get in and out of tight spaces with relative ease in this vehicle because the power is on demand, even though it is a turbo car. Typically, if I'm riding around in sports, which I always ride around in sport, as soon as you hit the gas, you get the juice. Especially if you're over anything over 30 miles an hour, anything over 2 grand on the RPM. It's instant, man. You get it and go, and not too many people messing with it. Also, it's simple the fact I didn't mention as part of one of the first favorite thing is it is a Mercedes-Benz platform, which means if at any point in time I decide I think I need more power, I take this thing to any tuner in the world and they can crank out 100 horsepower out of the stock motor without doing any of this full bolt-on nonsense that you Dodge guys or you Camaro guys or you Mustang guys got to go through as far as E85 and fuel rails and all that other bullshit. Man, I take this thing up there to the local tuner right now, give them 1,500 bucks, and I will be blowing your ass out the water, simple and plain. And that's relatively easy. I got into it with a Scat Pack, and he's fully modded, man. And we neck and neck. It make no sense, but it does make sense because it's German engineering. You feel me? So, anyways, yeah, handling. We drop it in sport. I ride around in sport suspension, sport sport mode, of course, on the car, and yeah. So my third favorite thing about the vehicle would be the practicability of it. I got 2 daughters. One just turned 1, one just turned 4, and my wife, and we all fit comfortably in this car. And even though I try not to be a dickhead in it, man, sometimes I forget that they even in here when I'm riding around because it's so comfortable for all of us to ride. As you can see back behind me, you see the car seat for the youngin', and she loves it. And of course, the 4th thing that I love about the vehicle is the looks, man. Black on peanut butter inside. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm talking about? You don't see that combo too much. Most people that got black Benzes got black interiors, or they got that ugly ass tan. Excuse the beeping, man. I know I need to put my seatbelt on. It's 3 minutes in, I ain't had my seatbelt on. But yeah, black on with the brown peanut butter interior, man. You can't beat it. The best combo that you could possibly get. And every Benz I get from this point out will have this combination one way or another. Either it'll be the diamond stitch, which I'll stay tuned for that. That's what I'm hoping to get by the end of the year, but we'll make a video about that later. But it will always be black on brown, and I will always ride glass house because that's for motivation. My boy Nipsey said, man, no glass on the foreign, that's for inspiration. So that's for inspiration for everybody. Now, I ride Benz, I'm just a regular dude, and you can ride Benz too. If your dream car is a Hellcat, you can ride that too, bro. I promise you. Anything you want, you can have it. You just put it in your mental that you can grab it. And then, of course, the fifth thing that I love about it is the comfortable. Well, I said comfortable. I said the practicability, the functionality. I guess my last favorite thing is probably the looks I get in this motherfucker when I be riding around. I'm like, oh, look at that nigga, boy, cute ass dude, bubbling up in the Benz. I'm killing shit. And I'll probably put some clips of me scooting and booting down the line, but man, when you see this car coming down the street, it's got so much presence. I love how it sits on the road. I hit the gas, the booty squat on this motherfucker, it roll. Like, this is easily my favorite car I've ever owned. I've had a Dodge Challenger. I've had an Audi A6, and this blows all of that out of the water, man. I'm mad that I waited till I was 31 to get a Benz. If I would have known this, I would have bought me an old ass Benz back when I could only afford an old ass Benz. I would have still got it, because this made me a believer, man, that there ain't a car better than a Benz. Y'all can say that there's Mercedes, there's BMW and Audi, and there's some nice American-made vehicles, and all of that shit sound good, but if we ain't talking about a Ferrari or a Lambo, I'll put the Benz up against anything. The Aston Martin, Bentley, all of that bullshit. There's a Benz that'll be the Bentley. There's a Benz that'll be the Aston. It's really that simple. If you compare apples to apples and put your dollar where your dollar go, or dollar for dollar, apple for apple, man, you ain't gonna find a better buck than the Benz, man. And I'm a firm believer of that now. I have been converted to a believer. I used to like BMWs. I wanted an M5. I'm glad I didn't get an M5 and I got a CLS550, man, because I be pulling up slab and the hoes be mad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyways, those are the 5 things that I love about this car. Thank you for watching, man. If there is something that y'all want to see me do, I will gladly make that video for y'all. And of course, the next video coming up right after this one will be the 5 things that I hate about the CLS, but it'll probably only be 3, because I can only think of 3 things that I don't like about my bitch, man. My bitch be riding. Thanks for watching, man. Stay tuned. Dropping videos. I'm gonna try to get more consistent. And yeah, man, thanks for stopping by. If you haven't thought about subscribing, how about y'all just watch a couple more videos, and if you still fucking with me, go ahead and hit that button, man. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.